Hey folks, in this video I wanted to show you guys a marble set, something slightly different for this channel. I've shown a few of these, and this is one that I had picked up, kind of a unique one because it's got this like spiral elevator type thing that you crank up and sends the marbles all the way to the top rather than just dropping them from the top. But this is called Techno Gears Marble Mania Shockwave action-packed marble maze with a spiral lifter. STEM product, so it's kind of like an educational type themed toy. You can see the sticker there. I got this at a place called Ocean State Job Lot. They have those kind of stores out in New England, and they're basically kind of overstock sort of stores, I guess you could say. Kind of like a Big Lots or something like that. Maybe a little different than that, but anyway, kind of like an overstock type of store. So that's where I got this quite a few years ago now, but yeah, it caught my eye. It seemed really interesting, so I'm like, well, I got to try this and check this out, and I wanted to show you guys what this is all about. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but it looks interesting. It'll be interesting to check it out. So let's see. Let's just do a good look at all the sides of the box. It does come with this little carry handle for the box, so kind of designed to, I guess, keep the box and store it in it. Let's see, flip this around and show it this way. There you go. This side should have a copyright date somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. I guess I don't see one. It might be right in front of my face and I'm just not seeing it, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. There's the other side, and then the back kind of shows you what is inside. All these different pieces, so it should be it says 200 plus pieces. Allow a minimum of 3 to 4 hours for completion. So I really hope it doesn't take that long, but we're gonna find out, I guess. I didn't really set aside 3 or 4 hours to put this together while I'm making this, when I started the camera here, so I'll see if I can get it done quicker than that, but if not, well, we'll just see. So with that all said, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. We'll see what we've got inside and see how tricky this actually is to put together. Alright, so I think I got everything out of the box there, and my goodness, this is a very tightly packed set here. We got this big, I don't know, I guess this is just a little display that goes somewhere. I didn't see that on the box. A big instruction manual. This is very thick and full color and everything. So this is, yeah, this you can see how detailed it is just kind of taking a look at some of this. So yeah, still hoping that I can get away with like less than maybe 2 hours or something to build this, but yeah, it certainly does look complex to say the least. Oh, and that's where the little sign goes. Looks like a kind of cool finished product, so it'll be exciting to get to the end of it. But all the different pieces here, I don't know that I'll open these up on camera, but we got a bag here, big bag of pieces, and then inside this bag is more bags of pieces. So, well, I guess for fun, why don't I open this big one at the very least, and, well, we'll see what I feel like opening on camera here. Yeah, here's some more bags of stuff. Another one. This is very tightly packed. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, look at all these little pieces. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be a project. All the different gears. Looks like more, yeah, these are, yeah, just more pieces. Support pieces, it looks like. Same with these. So, oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. So, one last bag right there. So I'll get this all kind of undone and, well, we'll see from there. Alright, so I took the pieces out of the bags here, kind of set them off keeping them all together with what they were in the bags, just so, in case that's important, which I'm not sure it is or not, but it does come with some marbles here. They're all kind of the same looking, kind of clearish looking inside. So kind of neat marbles. They feel a little heavy compared to some others, but anyways, yeah, there's just a look at all the different pieces that are included in here. And you guys are going to see this go together very quickly, while it's going to take me apparently 3 to 4 hours, but hopefully not that long. So here we go. All right, folks, so I made it to the last page of the instructions where it gives you a little congratulations. Now add some marbles and let's play. So we will do that. And as far as how long it took me to put this thing together, I didn't exactly time it, but it was probably a couple hours to maybe a little over that. Just being very careful and tedious about it. There were a few extra parts that I didn't use. Maybe I was supposed to use them somewhere and didn't, but anyways, I've got the marbles here, and this is what the marble set looks like when it's fully put together. It's very tall, actually, and pretty sturdy overall. You can see it kind of, the sign wobbling back and forth. That's not attached super securely, but, it's just a decoration anyway. But the actual structural integrity of the set itself is not bad. It wobbles a bit, but it's not too bad for being a toy, for sure. Now, a lot of these gear pieces are here just for show. There are a few here that actually work together, but they don't really serve any real purpose. So they're kind of just decorational. The ones that do work are right here, and these, well, you spin this, let's see, which way do you do it? This way, so clockwise, and you can see that spins these ones down here, and this is what operates the little elevator feature here to bring the marbles from the bottom to the top. So let's just do a quick overview of how this thing works. They start up on top, they go down, go through the little wheel, down and around here. There's another wheel here. Then you got a couple of these drop down pieces here. So the marble drops down, comes over here, go down this right here, and then into this little chute here where the balls the marbles kind of spin around just a little bit and come down here, and then into the bottom where it can go up again. So it's a fairly, I don't know, it's got some neat little tricks in it, but it's otherwise not it's not super exciting, I guess. But anyways, why don't we just try some of these marbles from the top and just see how they work. And apologies that the camera is a little bit blurry. Hopefully it'll focus here. But there you can see that one worked perfectly. Let's try one more just to show you how that works. That one was perfect as well. And again, sorry for the blurry camera, but let's try a few marbles at once. Those all work pretty well. I'll just send the rest of them down here. I've got, looks like 5 left. Now, if you do shoot a lot of them down at once, there is this area here where if they don't have some momentum going around here, there's this area where it actually jumps up and it's kind of level here. So if they don't have some momentum going, if the marbles kind of collide into each other, they're just going to stop. So let's try this again. That worked pretty well. Alright, and so the marbles have collected down here. They should have gone a little bit further, but this is another area where it's kind of level. So unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it is. But let's try the elevator feature here and see how that works. It's got a nice little stopper feature that kind of keeps them from just colliding into each other there, so it does like a one at a time sort of thing. Let's see, something's caught there. I guess it's not, something's kind of broken in there, it looks like, actually. Well, maybe it's kind of working now, so not perfect, but it works well enough. You can see the The marbles have some space in between them, but that's okay. Alright, now we'll try just a quick vertical view here and see how well this thing does, just kind of cycling the marbles through a few times. And as you can see, it works pretty well, except for where they kind of collide down here. And I suppose that could be that, I don't know, maybe I assembled it some way slightly incorrectly, but nevertheless, they do get kind of caught at the bottom. But let's see here. Since they're all kind of in a row now, we'll try it just one more time, sending them all through at once. Alright, so final thoughts. All in all, it's not a terrible set. It works as it should. I mean, it's got a few little minor flaws, but there's still plenty of fun to be had with it. So I think it's pretty neat. And yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about it, honestly. It works as advertised, generally speaking, and that's a good thing. So, well, maybe I'll just try to get everything, all these marbles into the lift here. Now they're all kind of making their way to the top, so I'll just do one last demonstration and call that the end of the video. So thank you for watching.